Hey dolls. I know it's been almost a week since my last video. So what went on is that last week I had my retrieval, which was on Thursday, on the 23rd of July. They actually retrieved 61 eggs. And out of the 61, 59 of them were mature. And they only fertilized 20 of them and they froze the rest. So the 20 that are fertilized as of today, which I believe is day 3 or day 4, most of them are a 10 cell, and that would be 19 of them. 18 of them fertilized out of the 20. And 18 of them are between 8 and 10 cell. One of them is about a 6-7 cell, and there's the last one, which will be the 21 that they fertilized, did a partial fertilization, so they're waiting for it to break down. But the Lupron shots that I was taking, they hurt. I stated that the Menopur shot hurt really bad, but a lot of stuff that I had to deal with, for the weeks ahead to make sure I didn't have any overstimulation and that everything was in order. But so far the eggs are looking good. On Tuesday, which tomorrow's the 27th, so Tuesday the 28th of July, we will be going for our transfer. And so we'll see how that goes, and I'll try to keep y'all posted. But I've been, from all the stimulation, it actually was making me not feel good, so I didn't record much. I can tell you that for the retrieval, it's good to have some socks. I don't have mine that I wore, but I wore some Batman socks since my husband's superhero's Batman, and I wasn't able to have him in the retrieval. So I wore some Batman socks. They were awesome, and they kept my toes warm. And warm socks means a happy uterus. So the warm socks on your feet keeps your uterus warm, which makes it a happier place. So I hate wearing socks, but I've been wearing them pretty much the whole stemming process. Do it for the retrieval and between the retrieval and everything else. So hopefully all of that pays off. I'm going to keep this video pretty short. I can tell you that right now I'm doing my progesterone and oil shots, and they hurt, but I did figure out a trick. The first day I had my husband do it, which is my buttocks area. I bled, I cried, it hurt. We pinched the skin and stuck the needle. Don't do that. What we figured out day 2 and today, which is put an ice pack on it or frozen vegetables or whatnot. Let it get numb. Spread the skin. For me, we can't do the jabbing because it's going to hurt me more and bruise me. But even when he spread the skin after it was numb, today I didn't feel anything because it was just numb. And just, once you finish that, rub it a little bit in that spot so you don't get any knots, and put a hot towel on it so you don't get any knots, and then, take a hot shower or something. But what I'm also doing besides just the progesterone and oil is they have me on these Vivelle, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Vivelle dots. And the box looks like this. And from what I was told, they're an estrogen estrogen patches. Yeah, because it says estradiol transdermal system. So is there estrogen? So I have to put 3 of these on my body and change them out twice a week. So I just changed them today, and I'll probably change them in 2 more days, and then 2 days after that. I try to keep going like that. So I take this, and now I'm on the 1 cc of the progesterone and oil, and it hurts. I'm not going to show you the shot because it's going to make you panic and freak out. Just like when I looked at it, I shouldn't have looked at it, and it made me freak out. So just be prepared that they're both big needles. The one you draw the progesterone out with is a big needle, and the one that you have to give yourself the shot is a big needle. Don't try to do like we did the first time and squeeze the muscle thinking that will help, because the needle's too big and it's going to push through everything. So you're going to have to hold it taut. And holding it taut will make it easier to give yourself a shot. But other than that, everything's okay. I feel better today, which I believe is like day 3 or day 4 after my retrieval. You can tell I've been out of it, but I just came back from my family members' houses, and that was good. I got to get out. I haven't been able to do much, so I'm trying to do just a little bit of laundry. I've been pretty much resting. Took my husband out the day after my retrieval because it was his birthday, so rested most of the day and then went out to Cheesecake Factory. I don't advise you doing that. Try to rest as much as you can, because I was hurting really bad and really bloated, and everything hurt. Even to hold my pee hurt, because you don't know if you have to pee or not because you're just so swollen and just, ugh, I can't even explain it. So I just wanted to give you a little heads up of what's going on. I do have some socks on right now. I have some of my Minion socks on. I'm going to do another video in a few moments, or actually, I might as well just do it all in here. Yeah, I'm not going to do another video because it's going to take forever for me to chop, block, and put everything up today. So, yeah. Now I'm going to talk about a few things about the OHSS. I probably will put more details in there, but a lot of my friends on Facebook and in my IVF, PCOS, and everything else groups have been talking about how to prevent overstimulation or how to battle the bulge and everything else. I did my research. I talked to the doctor and everything. And by everything that I've heard, I can understand, okay, don't drink too much water. It's going to cause you, to absorb it and all the other jazz, which I thought was backwards. And I'm going to put in the link, exactly why you need it in there. But through my research, I kind of figured out my things that helped me. And for the fact that I had 61 eggs and I was really stimulated, and I was in a lot of pain yesterday and the day before, even days leading up to the retrieval, I was swollen. I'm still swollen. My clothes are sort of fitting me now, but I actually had to buy like new pants and everything because my body could not fit my jeans or even my yoga pants. And so I probably did have a low level of it, but I did everything I can to make sure that it was okay and that I was okay. So I'm good now. I pretty much rest during the day, and if I need to do something at night, I'll do that. But I can give you a few things that I did. I know probably the whole stimming process, I started eating the sodium, the protein, and the electrolytes. I pretty much lived on electrolytes to the point that I didn't want water anymore. And I only drank like very little water since the retrieval. Like, I can literally show you the bottle of water that I've been pouring water out of. This is the bottle that I've been pouring water out of. And you see the water's just right here. I've been being really dedicated and determined in not drinking a lot of water, because the day that I did drink water, which was after the retrieval, they gave me water. It took me forever to use the bathroom, to pee. And I don't know if my body absorbed it, or because I had those puncture wounds, if the water just went into those spots from where they went to retrieve the eggs. But if my husband was here and my dog, mainly my dog, could hear, I would cry, because it took me 6 hours before I was finally able to pee after the retrieval. So I was really swollen and it hurt so bad I couldn't do anything. My dog now still sits by the bathroom door if I go to the restroom, even if it's just to brush my teeth, because he thinks that I'm in pain. So I've been doing pretty good about not drinking a lot of water, because trial and error, I drink water and I hurt more. But when I drink the electrolytes, it soaks up everything and it flushes my system out. And it's that flushing of the system that your body really needs. And that's what the electrolyte's going to do. It's going to give you all of that back, but then it's going to help you get stuff out. So kind of the only way that I can explain it verbally. I will make sure I put more in the details below. But This is all the water that I've had, and yeah, I haven't even drank any water today. I've been taking my prenatal. This is a new box, but I haven't opened this one. But I've been taking this one since probably a week before I started stimming. So this one's pretty good. It has everything that I need in it. It has the folic acid, the biotin, the vitamin D, iron. It has a little bit of iodine, not a lot, but it has the DHA in there as well because it comes in the 2 pills. I love this one. It doesn't make me nauseous or anything. I can't remember if it's gluten-free. I usually try to get gluten-free ones because they help hurt my stomach. I can't remember if this one I have to take a Pepto-Bismol with. I don't know. But I actually been drinking a lot of that too. Like drinking Pepto-Bismol because I'm so bloated and everything's hurting my stomach. And that started probably the last week of stimming, right before they did the retrieval. So I just bought 2 new big bottles of Pepto because I'm pretty much drinking it because I'm so bloated and my indigestion and nausea and vomiting. And I'm okay now, but it was a little rough the first 2 days. They said to eat a lot of sodium. I went old school. Anything that says salt and vinegar, you know it's going to have a lot of sodium in it. And let's see. This one has, I don't know if y'all can see that. See that right there? This one has 400 milligrams of sodium. 400. And they're good too. And it doesn't have any, it has 7 grams of protein, which goes into a little bit of protein because I have to have a lot of protein. They want you to eat as much protein as you can, which helps battle the bulge as well. I'm going to put in some more information of why. Matter of fact, I might look it up right now on my handy dandy iPhone and see so I can give you exact verbal information instead of my doctors telling me what not and what to eat and how much of and everything else. But let's see. I can spell today. I tried the protein shake. I will not do the protein shake again. What I've been doing for my protein, it's really simple. I tried those hunk protein bars for like the first week while I was stimming. Like the ones, the muscle builder thingies. They're so chalky and bleh. I just can't. So my nurse at the fertility clinic told me to try these. Is it upside down? Ha, it was. It's Kind plus protein. And this one is the peanut butter dark chocolate. But there's other ones like blueberries and things like that. And they're actually really good. They don't taste like I'm going to die. But it's really good. I actually enjoyed it. I also have been doing the, let's see if you can see it, the Special K protein. And this one is the vanilla cappuccino. And it has about 10 grams of protein in it. These have 7 grams of protein per bar. I would drink probably one of these a day and then follow it up with one of these at nighttime, which is the Lala yogurt. And this has 5 grams of protein, but I'm lactose intolerant and I can handle this as long as I take my medicine, my lactate medicine with it, but I'm not going to sit and drink a glass of milk, even if it's my lactate-free milk, because it's just gross. So I'm trying to get my dairy, trying to get my probiotics, trying to get my protein. I'm just going to drink it. I'm not a big dairy person like that. I eat cheese. I have cheese sticks. I was going to bring those up to show you in my little box for my dairy, but I didn't want them to get soggy and stuff. But I have the Sargento cheese sticks, the Colby Jacks. We bought a lot of those. I've also been eating these cute little, that's why they're almost empty, little chips right here. As much sodium and protein and things that I could find, I got. And if you can see on my face, it's still a little bloated, a little swollen, but it's okay. But my rings fit again, so that's a good thing. And this only has 2 grams of protein, but it has 110 milligrams of sodium. So it's not that salty, but it gives me, I don't know, I've been craving salt since the retrieval. So it kind of gives me that craving, like fights my craving for me. Let's see. And then I even go old school with the, yes, ramen. Why ramen? Has a lot of sodium in it. 1 cup of ramen has 1,110 milligrams of sodium. It is 50% sodium and 7 grams of protein. So this is really good. Even if you don't want to eat the noodles, you just want to drink the broth, this is still really good. Old school, like 20-something cents or 60-something cents. I think it's like 28 cents, something like that. Can't beat that. If you have coupons, coupons are your friend. I also did the creamy tomatoes or the chicken noodle soups. Easy, I just microwaved it, put a straw in it, and I did these when I first took my first stimming shot. I've been doing these since the beginning. I didn't want to wait until the retrieval in hopes that, you know, everything will be okay. I wanted to start from the beginning, knowing that I have PCOS and I already have multiple follicles on my ovaries daily without them being stimulated. I knew that if I didn't take precautions now, that I could have, you know, overstimulation and by my ovaries and my follicles, which probably would have landed me in the hospital for the fact that even yesterday and the day before, I was so swollen and stimulated and, you know, bloated that it was pushing on my rib cage, and just walking through the grocery store to go get strawberries with my husband was causing me to be out of breath because it felt like someone was constricting my rib cage. So I can understand that. So I've kept a lot of sodium in the house, if you can tell. And they also said coconut water. Regular coconut water is the nastiest thing to me, but I can tolerate this one. It tastes more so like lemonade with coconut flavor. So it's actually really good. It has a lot of electrolytes. It's really the electrolytes that they want with the Powerade or the Gatorade and everything else. This has a lot of electrolytes. It only has 1 gram of protein, which is fine. It has 30 milligrams of sodium, but it has all the electrolytes that you're going to need for your body to get everything back in and flush things out that needs to be flushed out. And that's a good thing. I've also been drinking, excuse my almost empty bottle because I'm still drinking it right now, but I have like a whole countertop full of Powerade. I probably have like 20 of them downstairs, and I've had like 60 since I started stimming. So I pretty much drink 1 or 2 of these a day, and that's a lot for me. But sometimes one day I drink 3, I think, 3 of these and a Gatorade. So I'm trying to stay hydrated. You need a lot of electrolytes. That's the main concern. You need electrolytes. You can do Pedialyte if you want to. I can't choke it down, so I won't drink it. But you need a lot of electrolytes. You're going to need a lot of protein. I had my husband, when we went out for his birthday, ordered a steak. Then we went somewhere else. I got another steak. I went out to eat with my sister before, my god sister before the retrieval. I got a steak. I'm eating as much protein as I can. I have lamb in the fridge that if I feel good tomorrow, I'm going to cook just so I can have the protein. So I'm trying to get my protein in. I'm trying to do everything. I feel good today. I don't feel as bloated. I was able to, walk around, play with my little cousin who's like 2, and my older little cousin, which is I think 15, 16, something like that. So I feel better. I'm not crying, only when my husband hits bumps in the car because I'm still really tender. Because again, I had 61 eggs, so it's a lot. You can just imagine how my body feels right now. But I don't think there's anything else that I've been doing. It may sound weird. It may not help with the overstimulation. However, I've been keeping Carmex or my EOS egg handy in my little box, and I actually have a little box that I keep all of this by my bed. And if I need help taking it downstairs, my husband will take it downstairs, and I pretty much just put all that I'm going to be having, you know, my cup for my Powerade, my extra Powerades, my soups, anything that I can have and I need is going to be in there. Even my extra socks, I keep socks like crazy. And you're going to need to wear as many socks. Socks are going to be happy for you, you know, make your uterus nice and warm and toasty. So when the eggies get back in there, they want to lock and load and get sticky and just chill out for a good, you know, 8.5 months. But I just want to make sure that you had as much information as you could. I know I said I was going to research that for you. Let's see here. Let's see. I know all the videos, a lot of people are just giving us reasons or what to do to prevent the over hyperstimulation, but they're not explaining to us why. And I want to explain to you why. Best thing I can explain is you need this to absorb everything and flush it out your system. Just like salt will swell up your feet if you are high blood pressure, we need that sodium to suck everything out and all those extra fluids out of your swollen body, and the electrolytes is going to help it flush out your system. And that's the easiest thing that I can do. I can say, let's see. Okay, well, they're not really showing anything on all the little sites I went on, but I can tell you some symptoms of overstimulation. Like, I did know that if you gain 5 pounds after like the day of your transfer, in which I was at 4.7 pounds, that lets you know how close I was to them needing to get me back in. I actually called them and they said, you know, if I get to, I think I was 210 from all the swelling the day of the transfer, because all the swelling and the bloating, and I was really heavy. So I was about 210. When I came home and tried to use the restroom for the first time and I stood on the scale, I was at 214.7. So I was panicking because that's a rapid amount in a couple of hours. And I hadn't ate anything or drank anything. So I called them and they, you know, wanted me to go ahead and eat as much sodium as I could and drink some Powerade or Gatorade and try to use the restroom. And I couldn't. I let them know I can't use the restroom. It hurts. I'm crying. I can't relax. I can't do anything. It took me 30 minutes before I, you know, in the 6 hour span, 30 minutes to finally sit there to be able to potty. And it hurt because I was so swollen. But that's one symptom. Fever, vomiting, the usual symptoms that you would have, you know, for anything that's to alarm you, you need to call the doctor. So if you get home and you're too swollen, like you look like you're 6 months pregnant swollen, you're vomiting, you can't eat anything, or if you do, it comes right back up, you're sweating, your fever's up to 104, even at, I would say 103, 102.5, that's still too high. You need to go to the doctor. Call your doctor, be like, hey, I need to come back to y'all, or do you want me to go to emergency room to see what's going on? Because it can be either a mild case of overstimulation, which I feel that I had, and the doctors even felt that, but I'm okay now. Or it can be severe to the point that the fluid can put pressure on your lungs and be life-threatening. Sorry. And we don't want it to be life-threatening. We want you to be able to handle it and to say, hey, I did this. I got this. I don't need anyone to, you know, say anything. I know what I'm going to do. We can get it done. So those are the things that I did to help fight the bulge, and eat a lot of strawberries. I did research and I've been hearing from people who have had successful IVF from even back in the day, like in 1990s and 1980s. Strawberries. Everyone's stuck on the pineapple thing, but the pineapples can cause contractions. And if you're trying to have a sticky baby, you do not need contraction. Strawberries. Strawberries, strawberries, strawberries. Drink. You can drink some pineapple juice, but as far as eating all the pineapples every day for like 5 days, they can cause contractions. Yes, it can help be sticky, but at the same time you can be sticky and then have contractions and still end up with a miscarriage or a embryo that does not stick. So strawberries. Let's try some strawberries. That's what I'm doing to see if my first IVF cycle is going to be successful. I'm eating a lot of strawberries, drinking strawberry yogurt. I'm resting. I know they said after the transfer to try to rest for couple of days after that, as much as you can. I'm gonna rest until my pregnancy test, I guess. My husband, I know, is not gonna let me do anything. No one's really letting me do anything. Barely got a chance to drive today, and that was only for a 4-minute drive. So just rest. Try not to stress. You know, have everything prepared ahead of time. Don't wait till the day of the transfer to start fighting the overstimulation. Let's do it now. Get ahead of the game. Don't wait for them to tell you, and just be prepared for everything. And know your symptoms. Know what you need to look for. Keep a journal. Keep a weight journal. Keep a food journal, just in case they need to know what's going on. But until then, I will keep y'all posted and let you know how everything goes on Tuesday, which today is Sunday. So I love y'all. Y'all have a great night. Bye.